Hello and welcome back to all of you, my cultivators and motivators. In today's video, I want to share with you my top 10 reasons why we should be growing in containers. So for those of you who have been following me for some time now, you must be aware of the fact that I originally started out with a container garden. And a few months ago, I started growing some things in ground. I came home about 4 or 5 weeks ago and saw all of my in-ground area totally decimated by some stray chickens. So right now I am currently in the process of resolving that problem. I pray to God it will be over very, very soon. But nonetheless, today I am extremely excited to share this content with you for multiple reasons. One of my main reasons is because I have been encouraging a sister of mine in Jamaica to start her garden, and I think she started it maybe a few months ago. Let me put it that way. I'm not sure if it's 1, 2, or 3 months ago. And I got up this morning to receive a video of her trial garden. She's calling it her trial garden, and I am extremely excited for her, guys. So guys, this video is going to be dedicated to my sister and for everyone else out there who is starting a garden for the very, very first time and do not know what to do. Because believe it or not, even though there is a wealth of information out there on social media, there is millions of people who still doesn't have an idea what to do when they're starting a garden. Either it's in-ground, container garden, whatever type of garden. So, sister, you know yourself. All right, so let me start by saying that containers come in a variety of sizes and shapes. Currently, I am growing in half a 55-gallon drums, 5-gallon buckets, 3-gallon buckets, 2-gallon buckets. You all see juice bottles, a variety of bottles and different containers that I have been collecting over the years. Even containers that we get at the nursery or at the stores when we purchase our fruit trees and plants, those can also be repurposed. So let me just show you a few of them, and then we'll just roll right over into the other segment of this video. Better yet, guys, I'm going to be referring you to a video I recently did, how you can start a container garden from the comfort of your kitchen. You can check out that video, and you can also go back to Grade's Garden Girl Container Gardening playlist along with the Cultivate and Motivate Me Lifestyle TV playlist, and you will see a lot of the containers that I am currently utilizing to grow food in. So let's get into the main part of our video right now. Hope you may enjoy it. So whether you're dealing with a tiny balcony or just want to save your back from a day of heavy tilling, container gardening is a total game changer. It's less about making do with a pot and more about having ultimate control over your environment. So number one reason on my list for the reason why we should grow in containers is accessibility and ergonomics. Now imagine this cardboard box if it was like seriously your garden that you have to garden in. It is so flat on the ground, guys. You would have to literally go on your hands and your knees to plant whatever you're going to be planting in there. So now, in light of the accessibility and the ergonomics, there would be no more hands and knees labor. Containers can be placed on tables, on top of barrels, on top of chairs, on top of tiles, wherever you want to put them, even on top of your pallets. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I could not remember the name of that thing. And this to me would definitely makes gardening easily accessible for people with physical disabilities, back issues, or anyone who simply prefers standing while they work. My hands can easily reach these containers right in here. And if I was gardening over here, they are easily accessible. On top of this container right here, they would be easily accessible as well. Number 2 reason why we should grow in containers is for perfect soil control. When we plant in the ground, we are stuck with the local dirt, that is clay, sand, and rocks. Y'all look at this area right here where I have my comfrey growing. Yep. So when we choose the containers with exact potting mix, we can provide the perfect drainage and the nutrient balance for every specific plant. And you all saw when I was preparing my containers to grow corns in them recently, and I am now preparing these containers to grow some more crops in. Now, number 3 reason is mobility and flexibility. If I am growing something in a container, like I need to get a lighter one, that one is too heavy. If I am growing something in a container that needs to get some more sunlight, all I have to do is to grab my container and take it to wherever the sunlight is. You place it there, you leave it, and it will just continue growing. All right, so let me use this as a prime example again. You can literally follow your plants wherever you want it to grow. If it needs more sun, you put it right there. If it needs more shade, you pick it up and you bring it to another area where there is a lot of shade. And that is mobility and flexibility. Number 4 on the list is space efficiency. So we do not need an acre of land to be a farmer or a gardener. Containers allow us to grow a massive amount of food or flowers on balconies, fire escapes, patios, or even sunny windowsills. I have my flowers growing in this container right here on this trampoline, and I did show you earlier. Did I show you these containers on my deck that I am growing in now? And also this nice little vegan garden right here that can fit on a small space balcony or deck. And I have my black containers in there along with my yellow and blue containers, and every single container I have here, they can just be tucked in a nice little corner. Even these ones right here, this one with my beet, I can pick it up and put it right here if I want to. This was really its original place. Oh yeah, so I just moved this one and this one, and that is all about, I mean, mobility. Even though I passed that one, but I just wanted you all to see these little containers can be placed in whatever area you want them to be placed in. Now when it comes to weeds in a container, because we're using sterilized potting soil and the surface area is small, the weed seeds have a hard time finding home. So we will spend about 90% less time weeding than we would with an in-ground garden. And as I move to this other container right here, I would like to talk about number 6 reason, which is pest and disease management. It's much harder for soil-borne diseases and ground-dwelling pests like slugs and moles to reach our plants. If one plant does get sick, you can isolate it from the rest of the garden to prevent the spread of insects. So say for example now, if this container was infected, we could just literally pick it up and place it in an area where it's going to be isolated from everything else in this area right here. And we won't have to worry about the entire garden getting sick. And guys, you know what else I love about growing in containers? Number 7 reason, no heavy machinery is required. So we can forget about the tillers and the heavy shovels. All you need is a hand trowel and a watering can and your 10 fingers, even though this is 5 of mine. You just use your fingers to move soil from around your nice little delicate plants, or to add some eggshells or something around the plants. We don't need no tractors, no excavators, nothing like that. And this to me It's a low cost entry point into gardening because we do not need to invest in heavy, expensive power tools. I mean, if you want to, you can. Number 8 on my list, guys, is watering. Isn't there any water in my hose? Ah! So now, guys, in-ground watering often wastes water on the surrounding soil. But in a container, like this container right here, every drop goes directly to the root zone. And you can also use a self-watering pot to keep moisture level consistent with a very little effort. So, let me water these sweet potatoes and my chickpeas now because the ground is looking so dry. And guys, I literally have to water this area like every single day. Every day. We're heading out of the garden now. So let us talk about number 9 reason. Extended growing season. Soil in containers warms up much faster in spring than in-ground does, allowing you to plant earlier. Conversely, you can move pots into a garage or a greenhouse in the fall to keep them producing longer. See this vegan garden right here? It was on my deck. It is now out here in the garden. And I am absolutely extending my growing season because, I mean, I can just move it from wherever I want to move it and put it in a new location. And number 10 on the list is instant aesthetic. Guys, aren't these flowers beautiful in these orange pots right here? They're absolutely beautiful. Not to mention these yellow and blue bins right here. A few colorful containers with beautiful flowers can transform an area instantly. And containers can allow you to use vertical interest, stacking them on top of each other. And this Dollar Tree planter right here, it has different stacks with different plants, and the height creates a lush layered look that's hard to achieve in a flat garden bed. Do you all agree with that? I know that there are many other container ideas out there. This was just to name a few. They were actually my top 10 favorites. So if you have any on your list, go ahead and share them with us so we can know what we can grow in going forward. So until next time, guys, I'm bending my butt now to get some bok choy because I think I need this for breakfast in the morning by the grace of God. And y'all know that bok choy is a cut and come back, right? You don't have to harvest the entire head. You can just get whatever leaves you want and leave the middle section, and it will regrow for you. All right, so this is just a few pieces from these 3 right here, and I am going to be harvesting from the other bok choys that I have. So guys, now that you know my top 10 favorites, comment down below and let me know what are some of the reasons why you grow in a container if they were not on the list. Ooh, my back is already hurting. So this is going to be it for now. This is going to be it, guys. Thank you so much for coming along with me. I really and truly appreciate you. The wind is so high now. I am going to run inside to see if I can get something done to come back out here later to start doing some additional work in this area right here. So my cultivators and motivators, please take a few minutes to look at my sister's trial garden.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing? Well, this is the little space. Yeah. I'll tell you what's in here. This is cucumber. I have plenty of cucumbers right here. And guess what? I believe that's when I put the compost there and add some cucumber seeds because cucumber is my favorite vegetable in the whole wide world. And so because I put cucumber in there, so you know they all scattered in there. And this, we have some callalus here. My landlord plant these callalus and pak choy. And I have some more, what's this thing here, right here? Yes, spinach. I replanted some more spinach. I have a little tomato plant and some more up there. Yeah, so, some of these stuff, I don't know what this is, but I don't know. And I have Irish potato, another Irish potato here, and the pak choy, and yes, oh, here, another cucumber. I just realized he was trying to come out of the fencing, so I'm gonna have to reel him back in. Yes, here we are, the little space. Yes, this is Mrs. Spinach right here. Mrs. Spinach. Uh, you see, these Irish potato, this one is not doing so bad, but this one, I don't know. They said Irish potato takes 24 to some other days, some Irish potato depending on it. But I don't know how it died, but this one is striving for excellence. And did I show you my watermelon plant? Where is it? Watermelon right here. Well, it is thriving. It's right here. Yeah, by the time it gets all mushed up, or should I use the word mushed up? By the time it gets there, then I won't have this choice here anymore. I'm gonna be mulching my plants in a little bit. Alright, so let's get down here. I have some Irish potato that I planted in Irish potato, sweet potato, and I have some sweet peppers that I'm putting in here. Yeah, and another watermelon plant right there. Well, I'm just trying. I'm seeing what works for me. And my landlord planted these pineapples. Yeah, I don't know where the other one went. Yeah, but I was watering this morning. Okay, so we're trying to figure out some more space here. I have an empty space here. I have to mulch it and put some other stuff in there for the stuff to grow. All right, so we're going around the other section. And so here it is. We have tomatoes and some pak choy. And there's this special plant. I don't know what it is. So I have my tomatoes. I'm being very gentle with my tomatoes. And you can see some pak choy around here. Yeah, some pak choy. Trying to sow some more stuff. Sweet potato right there. And then the Irish potato. But as you can see, there is a little bit more. They're springing up again. Maybe it's because I sing a lot around here. And over here we have the okra and another sweet potato right there. So this is the little space and cucumber again all over the place. So, all right, that's it.